Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin Manno out here on the balcony at MYfm with Rozzi. Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm great. I'm excellent. Your outfit sort of blends in with the chair.
I know. I'm in I Heart Colors by accident.
I like it. No, it's a good accident. You said it's been a while since you've done an interview like this.
Yeah.
A couple of years.
A couple of years.
You've had sort of a crazy ride to get here, I guess.
Yeah,
Some
I have.
ups and downs, sort
Yes,
of. And
yes.
this right here, this is an up.
Yeah,
Not the interview,
definitely.
but like where you
Yeah,
are in your
for
career.
sure. Yeah.
So walk me through it. You're from San Francisco. You moved down here for school, USC.
Yep.
And got signed and stuff. And so you've been through it. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm from San Francisco. I went to USC. I was in the popular music school there. And like my sophomore year, I started working as a background singer for Sergio Mendes and Don Henley, which was a really fun.
Like studio or
no, like
touring?
Touring, yeah.
What?
Yeah, they weren't traveling too much, and I went to music school, so they're like, go ahead. Like I'd miss a couple weeks here
Oh my
and there.
God.
Yeah, really, really fun, amazing experiences. And then I got signed for the first time. Adam Levine from Maroon 5 signed me, and he like didn't have a label. I was like at a college party.
So he heard you and decided to start a label based on you.
Yeah, which is crazy. He heard a song I wrote with a friend of his. Yeah.
That's
and
a
he wrote
hell
me
of
an
a
email.
compliment.
I know, it's crazy. It was really wonderful.
When and where and how did he hear the song?
So I wrote a song with a friend of his, and it got sent to their manager, who then met me.
Okay.
And then they sent the song to Adam, and he wrote me an email.
Amazing.
Yeah, crazy. So wild.
Wow.
So then I signed with him, and I went on a bunch of amazing tours. I used to do the Christina Aguilera part on Moves Like Jagger on their tours.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm sure a lot of people watching have seen that.
Yeah. They're all like, who is this random girl
That's
on stage?
awesome.
Yeah, and then I opened for them for a few years, and they let me go out they got me out with like Kelly Clarkson and Gavin DeGraw, amazing tours.
Unreal.
Such an amazing, wonderful years. Learned a bunch.
And were you still in school?
For part of it.
And how jealous were your classmates? I mean, you're out there.
I think everyone was just like, what? Like, it just felt so crazy.
That's insane.
You know? Yeah. But then that relationship ended a couple years ago, and, you know, at the time, it was like super devastating. It was really, because it was like so disappointing.
Sure.
You know, it was like it's almost felt like a marriage. Not that I've been married, but it almost felt like maybe like what a divorce might feel like. I don't know. It was sad. But like so many things in life, it ended up being like one of the biggest blessings in my life. Yeah, because it forced me. I think I grew up just like so ambitious. I had blinders on. I knew what I wanted, and I was just really obsessed with like success and achievements, which is great.
How young would you say you were when you first started feeling that? Like, I know what I'm going to do.
First grade talent show.
Are you serious?
I'm totally serious. It was like a calling. Like I sat down on the bleachers and I was like, okay, I have no choice. That's
Were you
what I'm doing.
writing songs back then?
I actually was. There's actually a really embarrassing album that I made with my friend in 4th grade under the pseudonym Hot Sizzlin' Sisters. And it's literally a full-length album, all a cappella songs.
That's awesome.
It's
You
not.
say it's embarrassing. I'm sure it might be to you a little bit, but that's cool. I mean, it's awesome that you were a kid. You were creating stuff. You were putting stuff. Where can we hear that? Is it anywhere on the internet?
My laptop.
Oh, okay. I'm going to steal your laptop then. It's done.
But yeah, I think that's actually interesting because I was always a writer, but somewhere along the way, I think I stopped really identifying as one. I really was like identifying as a singer more than a writer, and that's part of the past 2 years' work for me was reconnecting to that person in me that I think I wasn't really letting come out. Like there was this artist in me that I wasn't really.
Why do you think you weren't? Just were you shy to get on stage?
No, the performing stuff was great. I think it was. When you want something so badly, it's like whatever. I was kind of in this mindset of whatever it takes. And for some reason, it felt like I was getting more attention for my singing than I was for my writing.
Okay.
And so I kind of just was like, maybe I'm not that good of a writer.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I've discovered, I think I'm definitely a writer. That's like who I am, you know? And so I spent the past 2 years writing like a gajillion songs. And really, honestly, like living my life in a way I'd never really lived before, experiencing all sorts of stuff I never felt before, and I just wrote about it in excruciating personal detail.
Cool,
so.
And we all get to enjoy that.
Yeah.
Have you written for other people, or?
By accident. I think I have 1 or 2 songs maybe that have been cut, but never on purpose.
Okay.
But now that I have so many songs, and we're not going to use them all, hopefully some of them will find another life.
You have an album coming out. There's a new song coming out tonight at midnight, I guess.
Yes.
The first, release off of this new album of yours, which is very exciting for you.
So
I'm sure
exciting.
a couple of years in the making. You can't believe it. But how did you pare down to put 10, 11, 12 songs on an album?
Honestly, we haven't finished that process.
Okay.
They've kind of been like revealing themselves to us. Like we knew the single is coming out next month, Never Over You. That one we knew. That was like, that's a single. The
Jumped
one
out.
The one tonight, Uphill Battle, is just a deeply personal, special song to me. So I was like, we just love this as an introduction. So the songs, like, they're kind of like the ones that we know we want are just presenting themselves, and I have a feeling that's just what's going to keep happening.
You say you grew up, over those couple of years of writing the album. The stuff that you wrote early on, is it still relevant? Is it still you?
Yeah,
is it still gonna...
it's an evolution, for sure. I think people who had heard my old stuff will definitely notice an evolution. Like, I've gone through a lot and I've changed, and I've kind of, I think the truth is I understand myself better, so the songs maybe reflect me, even more so than the other ones did. But I love my old stuff for what they were. That was what I wanted to say then. So
any songs of like heartbreak or anything?
Oh my God, the album is
are we celebrating your pain on this album? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, it was 2 years, so it kind of I wrote about the whole process of, for me, falling in love for the first time and then getting my heart broken for the first time.
I'm sorry to hear
that. It's okay.
Oh.
No, it's all right. It was really good material.
Yeah, it always turns out that way. I mean, look at Adele. We all celebrate the misery, I guess. Well, this is very exciting. You have to be super excited.
I'm so excited. Yeah, it's surreal.
How much of the last 2 years was this your full-time thing, is making this album, waiting for this moment, I guess? Really?
Yeah, it was writing, and honestly, a big part of my goal the past years was really to, like, live my life in a way that I hadn't. Because, like I said, I was so, like, focused all the time, which is great. I'm about that, but I don't think you can really be an artist if you're not really allowing yourself to feel things. Like, what's the point of an artist except for to, like, reflect what other people are feeling? And I don't think I really knew totally what it felt like to be fully really living. And so my manager, who's amazing, really saw that.
Is it Ben?
It's Ben.
Ben is the best. Ben Singer over here.
He's my manager.
We know Ben. We always have Rachel Platten and Annie Grammer coming by. So this guy's got the Midas touch.
He does. He knows what he can, like, see into someone and see what they need. And so I think he saw that in me really early, that, like, I needed to chill. And, like, live a little bit. And then he always said this thing to me. He said, when you're writing, if you have an idea that you're almost embarrassed to say, like, you're on the right track, which I'm cursing him for now because my songs are so personal.
Too personal.
Like, they're really
That's
like,
awesome. I can't wait to hear him now.
Yeah.
That's a good selling point. I'm sure everybody that hears that is anxious to hear him now,
I've been
more.
visiting radio stations and singing them for people, and they're like, is that a true story? I'm like, yeah.
Give me an example. Give me one example. What is
man, that's I actually think you might just have to hear the song.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
fair
never
enough.
over you. I'll tell you, like, when I wrote it when I was still in this relationship, and I was at this coffee shop by my house, and that I go, like, every morning to work, and I was, like, writing a list of, like, all the things in the relationship that I was over. I was like, I'm over this, like, all the things about the relationship that I was just done with. But I was like, but somehow I'm not over him. I'm never over you, is what I kept coming back to, and that's the story of that song. Yeah.
We can all relate to that, honestly. I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting. I'm excited for you. I'm excited
you.
to see what the future brings and to hear these songs, to hear this album.
Yeah.
Best of luck with everything, and thanks
you
so much
so
for coming
much.
by. Rozzi
Thank
here at
you.
MYfm.